Science is so secular, and people can't even fathom that there would be a good scientist out there that is a believer.
A lot of people will use science to disprove an intelligent design or a creator. As Christians, we're called to study God's creation and be able to show and tell others how God's made us.
If our bodies were given as a creative gift from God, how do we then use them? What does it then mean to heal someone? What does that then mean to be a doctor? Even the way we view health and disease, I think, is altered by rightfully acknowledging where our bodies came from and what their purpose is. The human biology major focuses on the human systems.
You get the anatomy, you get the physiology, but you also get the psychology and more the sociology behind what it means to be a human.
How is the heart related to the kidney? How are the body's cells in the brains and the neurons related to our emotions and our feelings and our appetite? So the human bio major really zeroes in on how to study the human body intricately.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it, and science has been the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
I really got a good grasp of how amazing God's creation is and how wonderful it is that we get to study this every day. Every professor that I had was extremely challenging, but also really encouraging. We have a lot of professors that are extremely well educated and know their fields so well.
One of them was on the Human Genome Project, and they just bring this a lot of research and clinical experience.
They've definitely made an impact on my life and have given me a passion for science and people.
As students move throughout the major, they get to know their professors more, they get to specialize in their area more, the class sizes become smaller, and we take into account what are each student's individual strengths, needs, areas of growth. Science, at the end of the day, is experimentation, and that means hands-on work.
Almost all the classes will have a lecture and a lab component.
We keep our lab classes to a maximum of 16 students. So the students get an opportunity to interact with their professors on a more intimate basis when they're in these small settings in the classroom.
We have access to cadavers, access to organs to dissect.
It's really hands-on, and you really get to learn the muscles and all the different aspects of the body.
I am a huge fan of the scanning electron microscope that we have here, and I remember sitting there and just being blown away by how clearly God's handiwork was shown. It's incredible. It's like nothing you've ever seen in high school.
I love physiology and genetics, where you get to apply more hands-on the different topics that you learn about in class.
All these classes are there to be the foundation of what you're going to continue on in grad school.
In the past few years, we've had a lot of students go on to really exciting places for graduate school, for medical school, for jobs and internships.
I love Biola's location, the fact that it's not too far from Los Angeles, but also Orange County, so there's so many different opportunities for internships.
You can go into teaching, you could go into the medical field as like a nurse or a doctor. I have a lot of friends who are physician's assistants.
I've gotten to shadow a PA who's in the ER at a hospital over in Whittier, about 10 minutes away.
You can also go into like research and study the different medicines that are out there.
A lot of people go into physical therapy or occupational therapy.
This is an exciting time to be in the sciences because jobs in these sectors are growing.
I was able to go to the Biola Office of Health Professionals. They're a really great asset here, and they really help with deciding what you want to do after graduation.
This is an opportunity for Christians to step into biology and science in general and speak into the conversation.
A lot of us are going into the healthcare professions, and we're going to be interacting with people who need physical healing, but also they need spiritual healing as well.
My goal now at Biola is to help students to find what God has put in their heart that they're passionate for, and to aim them in a strategic direction so they can go out and make an impact for Jesus in that area.